What's going on, guys? It's Skydee. Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 has just released yesterday at time of uploading this video, and I have yet to take a look at it, well, the whole thing, myself, but that is what we're doing today. So, I'm only going to be going over the important things that people want to know about the Switch 2 in this video, so I'd like to keep it relatively short, so let's get into it. Starting with this Mario Kart game that we knew we were going to get, right? We saw it in the last Nintendo Switch 2 video that we looked at. But this game is actually releasing on the same day that the Switch 2 does, which I'm sure we'll get a release date later on in this video. Y'all are just going to have to stay tuned. But it is good news, because as soon as we get our hands on a Switch 2, we will be able to play a brand new game that a lot of people are excited for, including myself. Okay. Moving on, so now we're looking at this Joy-Con right here for the Switch 2. This C button is highlighted. I saw this button in the teaser for the Switch 2, and I was like, what the heck is that? If you guys remember, if you watched my video that I made on it. But what this button does is it allows you to use game chat, and game chat's pretty self-explanatory. There's a microphone somewhere in this Joy-Con or somewhere on the system that will let you speak to people that you are playing with. I'm assuming that it's limited just to your friends on your Nintendo system, but I don't really know. I don't know exactly how it's going to end up working in practice, but it is pretty cool because it's built in voice chat, and I think it works for only supported games, but we'll see how that actually ends up working. So far, I think that is going to be a good feature that a lot of people are going to like and use. Another thing about that C button is that it is, obviously it enables voice chat, but also you can, oh man, okay, so we're making a webcam specifically for the Switch 2 apparently. Okay, Nintendo. But you guys can guess what this is used for, obviously, if you're connected with voice chat and, you have two people across the distance that both have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, right? You will be able to basically Zoom call while on your games. That's so awesome. Okay, and they're about to go over some actual features for the Switch 2, and I do actually want to watch this part on video because there's a lot to cover here, so I might as well.
We'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please do. That's what we're all here for, right? I would like to take a look. That would be great. Okay.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
7.9.
Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Wow!
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch,
Ooh.
you can enjoy games with greater detail on the 1080p screen.
1080p.
The screen supports up to 120
Whoa.
frames per second, allowing
Okay.
gameplay
Pause.
at the same time.
Pause for a second. Okay. The last Switch 2 video I looked at, I thought it was only like 60 FPS, which is already really good. I mean, hell, that's what I'm recording at right now. But 120 is crazy. Especially for such a, I mean, it's a relatively small system still, right? That's impressive. That is impressive. I gotta give that to Nintendo. I'm glad they made those buttons bigger. They really needed to be. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there's a mouse control feature.
Controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left
Interesting.
and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
So, I thought we saw that in the last video. It turns out we did. Okay, guys. So, they're making a Switch 2 game, specific to the Switch 2, obviously, about the Switch 2. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I recently acquired a PS5, And the PS5 also has a game like this, so Nintendo is just ripping off of Sony. I just wanted to include that in here because I thought it was funny. Alright, moving on.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Please!
Nintendo
Gimme.
Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
June 5th.
We're very much looking forward to the day
Oh my
when all of us
God.
can experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
That's good news. So, everybody was worried about having to wait until fall to get their hands on one of these things, but it is launching in early summer. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, a real quick thing I want to cover here, just because, I mean, obviously, as you can tell, if you're not subscribed, I'm a massive Zelda fanboy. Zelda is a thing I return to a lot on this channel. But anyway, both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting Switch 2 editions. Basically, what that means is it's the same game, but the game is tweaked a little bit to take advantage of the Switch 2's more robustness, shall we say. Basically, visuals will be improved, performance will be improved, etc., stuff like that. I think that's cool. Kind of depending on the price, though, if it's worth it, because Switch games can be played on a Switch 2. So if they basically ask you to buy the whole game again just for the Switch 2 edition, that's going to be a no from a lot of people, I think. Definitely from me, anyway. Alright, guys, so the rest of the Direct just covered some games that are going to be releasing. There was one in particular that I really got excited about that I don't think I want to cover in this video necessarily, but I do believe it will be showing up on my channel in the future. I'm just going to say that. So, thank you guys for watching this one. I hope this one answered a lot of questions that you may have had about the Switch 2 that I know I had. Real quick, guys, I wanted to make sure that I covered the price point of the Switch before this video ends. So, the price for the Switch 2 by itself is going to be $449.99. This is confirmed by Nintendo, by the way, and I just missed it in this video. And the price for the Switch with the new Mario Kart World is $499.99. So, it is exactly what I guessed it would be, but that is the price range for the Switch 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this as opposed to the hour-long video put out by Nintendo. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, please do subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 1K. And thank you guys again for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got on my bag. I don't make no mistakes, no. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's, yeah. That means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn.